Lovegood's Lunacy level for Year 7, Part 1 of LEGO Harry Potter, and this is where you get to play as the three brothers from the story, from the Tale of the Three Brothers, or the Tale of the Deathly Hallows. And obviously the three brothers have the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Invisibility Cloak, and you're going to have to use all of them to get through this level. And for the shiny yellow objects that will show up, you're going to have to use the Elder Wand to destroy those. And there will be some parts that you will see later on that you will have to use the Resurrection Stone to play as the fallen person, like right here. And you move that person over to a lever which will let you advance, and it's kind of slow, but that is okay, I guess. I kind of like how this LEGO game is a little bit slower than the other ones. And this whole part of this level is like 8, 9, 10 minutes long, I think. This is a really long level, and the only level that's just as long as it, I think, is the last level of the entire game. And this level and the last level of the entire game are the only ones I had to split up into 2 parts. So anyway, here you're going to have to use the Elder Wand to get rid of the roots so you can put this log up on the other side and then jump up onto the ledge. And of course your whole goal here is to get to the what's it called, the inn on the other side of the level. And that's of course where the guy gets drunk with power, but in the LEGO game that's where Death takes all 3 of the brothers. For this part you had to, well, as you just saw, you had to use a Cloak of Invisibility to get past Death, so you could chop down the tree, which would let Death fly away, or not let him, make him fly away so you could continue on. And right there is really annoying because that's kind of hard to dodge, especially if you're playing 2-player, where the stupid things roll down and kill you. And this part of this game, this level, this level reminds me of the Limbo game, which it's not as dark, not nearly as creepy, not nearly as disturbing, but the level isn't nearly as disturbing and dark and creepy as the Limbo game, but it just reminded me of that because of the kind of dark tone of the level and just how it was, pretty much. And so here you move the person over to the right to pull the lever so the windmill will stop moving, and then you can either walk into it or shoot it with a spell to get it to move out of your way. Then you keep walking over to the right and Death will appear once again. And I wonder if anybody has that LEGO creation of Death, because that would just be so cool to be able to make that. Or maybe LEGO has something like that. I'll have to look. Once you get over to the right side of Death here, you're going to have to throw 3 pumpkins at him, and this is kind of annoying. You may be wanting to throw the pumpkins straight, but it's actually best to throw them to the left. And just do that 3 times so, you know, they actually hit him. And then you'll have to be the guy with the Elder Wand again to get rid of the anchor. And then walk over here and become the guy with the Resurrection Stone once again to move the dead person over to the lever. And this part especially reminded me of Limbo. If anyone's ever played that game, you'll know what I mean. And then you just have to jump over the boxes onto the dock. And for some reason Scar switched people there, so it kind of pushed me back. But anyway, here I'm just going to be shooting all of the boxes just so they don't block my way. Even though you don't really have to, but, you know, why not? And right here, Death will appear again, and he will make the bridge fall down. And you can either stay on there and die, or go back and not die and put the bridge back together. Then you walk over to the right. Well, obviously to the right, because that's the only direction you can go if you want to advance with the level. And then you blow up that box and build the bell to the chapel. And then you're going to have to use the stone to become this person. And these ghosts can actually jump, which would have been useful right there because we could have made it up that platform, but we didn't know that, so Scar just went up here and tried to keep her from dancing too much, because you might just dance off of the stupid platform, which is kind of annoying how they give you such a little tiny platform that can be easily jumped off of. But either way, just come on over here to the right and you'll be getting closer to the inn. Once again, you're going to have to use the Cloak of Invisibility to get past death. Try not to get too close or he will kill you. And then shine the light on death. And keep continuing on, blowing up this, which you have to stand back a little bit to blow up the golden boxes. So the spell will actually hit it. And then open up whatever the heck this is and build the anvil and fall down into the cellar basement, or the inn basement. Basement is a cellar. Anyway, just go into the inn basement, blow up these golden barrels and boxes, and then build the staircase, which will let you up, and that will be it for this part of the level. Which is kind of depressing, because this was really, really fun to me. So once again, you're going to have to get the spiral staircase to drop down just so you can get up to the top to try to find Luna, even though everybody knows that Luna is not there. And it's a little bit more challenging than the first floor, which was just to shoot a cabinet. Here you're going to have to put on the Spectre specs and then make this snake head, which will give you a snake tooth, and that will be one ingredient of the potion that you have to make. Another one will be over here, the spider, I think it is, or the flower. The flower will be over here to the left. Not to the left, to the right, and you're going to have to build that duster, which is made from that Defendo wall there. And you dust away the spider's web, get the flower onto the table, and then put that into the potion. Then you're going to have to get these plates to go into the top of the ceiling so they can be cleaned and put into the skeleton arm over there to the left, which you can see. And we were just sitting around here kind of showing you where it was so you knew what we were talking about. And then you use the bookcase over here with Hermione, of course. And then put the plates up onto the, if you can, of course, without pulling down that stupid chain. Put the plates into the washer. And that will push out the last piece to the potion that you'll need, or ingredient to the potion, if that was the one that you did last. I have no idea where I was going there. Then you'll have to drink it, which it's of course a strength potion. And then you go up there kind of to the top. And then you're going to have to use Crookshanks or Ron's Owl to get into the pipe so you can push down the bricks, which will let you build the chain, which will then take you up to the top floor. And on the top floor, you're just gonna have to shoot a bunch of places to get these dolls of Luna to show up. It's kind of creepy, but I'm not gonna bother narrating over it, so that's it for this level.